following video may contain graphic scenes of violence, some scenes that may be seen as disturbing, and adult language. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of VR Reviews. It's been a while since I made one, so I'll let you know that I've upgraded to the Oculus Quest 2. As you can see, it's definitely much better than running it off my phone, that's for sure. So I'm not going to be doing the review on the Oculus Quest 2 because I figure there's enough of that going around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a quick review on the game Walking Dead Saints of Sinners. This one right here. And I have played it already, so I already know what I'm expecting. But my goal is I'm going to start a new series called Surviving the Dead. Or Survive the Dead, sorry. Where I'm just going to go in and not really play the story much, just enough where I can get to the first town. And then I'm going to gather as much resources and stuff as I can and try to fight off as much zombies as I can. But I'll get to all that and I'll explain what I'm talking about. First, I'll do the review of it so I can work my way into the next series of videos here. So let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so I am going to start a new game. I'll do the tutorial through the review video, and then for my first episode of the Survive the Dead will be once I get into the game here. So let's start a new game. I'm going to do standard. It's pretty much the same thing. Story is a little bit easier. Standard, it's a little bit harder from what I could read on here, but I have started it before and it is still a storyline. It still goes to the same as the story. So let's just go ahead and do that, because the whole point is to go into this show, which I want to be fun and epic, so let's get it as hard as possible. So right off the bat, you get to choose your voice. Pretty much it's just man or woman.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
So I'm a man, I'll do the man. Then you get to choose your arms, skinny arms or bigger arms. So I'll go for that one. And then you actually get to choose your skin color. And let's get that looks good. Okay, so this is just the tutorial of the controls, and I don't know if you can hear it in the video right now, but my voice through the microphone is actually echoing in the room here, which is pretty cool, and it does that in the game as well. So first you gotta use these palm grips to grab stuff. So you grab your knife and then you put it back in your holster here. And yeah, when you're actually in a room or a big hallway or whatever in the game, you hear your voice echo through the microphone, which threw me for a loop the first time I heard it. Same thing when you grab your gun, your pistol grip, or your palm grip, I mean. Put it back in the holster, grab your axe, put it back in the holster, backpack. And eating food, bring it to your mouth. Bandages, you actually wrap your arm up, which is, I like that, it makes it more realistic. You got your journal, help you follow your missions, and your flashlight on. And then it's like a shake flashlight there, on off. And it stays on with you, you can see it kind of in the distance. But if you want it down, you gotta point it. So here's the tutorial. First, one thing, you can actually use the trigger to flip your knife around, and you just go and you kill the zombies here. Now one of the things is, because of the adrenaline of the game, you're gonna want to go quick, but it don't matter. Well, that actually worked. Usually it doesn't. It don't matter how quick you go, it's your range of motion. That's what gets it. And then you can go like this, obviously. And then I believe here's the axe. So when you have two-handed weapons like this, you actually need to hold with both hands. Otherwise, it's too flimsy. I'll show you right now. You can't do anything. Right? We got two hands, and that's how you do that. And you know what? I wonder if I can use the backside. I never tried. No. Doesn't look like it. I'm trying to cut his head off, but it doesn't seem to be working right now. Now I'm out of stamina, and I can't... When you don't have stamina, you can't swing your heavy weapon, so you gotta wait for that to recuperate. That's part of the tutorial it's showing me here. So let's move on. This is actually... And the blood stays on your hands up until you sleep or move on to the next area, which is pretty cool. The watch will be explained later, don't worry about that. This is actually a really well done game, especially for Oculus VR. A lot of these games on the VR are kind of like demo-like games. But this one, in my opinion, is definitely the best. You keep your ammo right here, and so you grab it and you... Oh, I forgot to take the empty clip out, put it in, reload the gun. It's actually very good that way. You sprint by pushing in the joystick button on your thumb there. That's how you move your joystick. Aiming to me is a little bit challenging. You know, other people who are used to shooters on VR might be better at it, but this is the only shooter on VR I play. This in Population 1 sometimes. But I'll do a review on that later. It's a pretty fun game. This is actually pretty funny.
You've seen all
you
there
can
is to
actually
see.
kill this guy, and then another one ends up coming back. That isn't a working gun. Anytime someone has a gun that you kill, they drop a broken gun, and then you gotta scrap it and build it for your supplies.
You've seen all there is to see.
So let's
Would you like to exit the combat tutorial?
Yeah, let's
Are you sure about
get
that?
out of here. And so that before we exit the tutorial, say there's another... Oh, this one's actually loaded. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, before we exit the tutorial, before I jump into my other series here, you can crouch by pressing the... I don't even know the button, but it's by the... When you turn your camera, there's that joystick on your right hand. The button at the top, you can crouch. But me, to make it more realistic, I crouch in real life. It's more fun for me. What else can I tell you before I move on? I think that's pretty much it. The rest, yeah, we already went over all that stuff. Hold Y to talk to your, talk to people or answer them. Yeah, that's... You got all the controls here, so if you want to pause, look at the controls, don't matter. I think that's pretty much it for the tutorial. I'm not going to do a whole rating on this review. You can see the feel of it. It's very well done. The game's very well done. The game is super interactive. You can scrap just about anything and use it for building, which you're going to see throughout my series. So I'm not going to worry too much on getting the hang of everything this game has to offer. There's too much, and that's why I'm doing a whole series about it. So that's it for the VR review for The Walking Dead: Saints of Sinners, and I'll see you next time with episode 1 of Survive the Dead.